built cars for?
Well, we got Clark Gable, John Wayne. Of course, I'm going to tell you about a young man that came to me, and we were building a limousine for him. And he'd walk into my shop, and he'd go over and he'd say, "Hey, Tubbs, Mr. Tubbs, Mr. Tubbs, who was my painter for 35 years. I heard you were sick last week." Mm-hmm. Right. Then also he says, "Mr. Tony," or Tom, who was our metal man, "how's your 14-year-old boy? I think it's really growing up." This young man would call everybody Mr. as he walked through the shop and talked to every one of them. And that young man, the most kindest, wonderful man in the world, his name was Elvis Presley. Wonderful, wonderful guy.
Wow.
Okay.
What did you build with the kit? Yeah, you built, I'm sure there were Cadillacs involved in anything that became...
Oh, we built more cars for Elvis and Priscilla Presley. And she rode a motorcycle, he rode a big one, and we built a bus. He would not fly, so he would go take a motorhome back to Memphis, never make it back in a motorhome. He said, "George, this thing keeps breaking down." I said, "Don't worry about it." I went out and bought him a Greyhound bus. Scenic Cruiser Greyhound bus. My wife, Shirley, she decorated in crimson velvet and everything. Floor was all lead. His suite was like a yacht. Portholes. We had a sunken area for all his private things. He had all the lights for makeup and everything, and it was all done in Labradors. He liked Labradors. Of course, his gold Cadillac was really nice. It was a gold Cadillac limousine. We had a gold shoe buffer, a gold cabinet maker, a gold refreshment. Everything was done in gold. And it was a fun car.
We have a question from our own Rob Leonard, who loves to customize his own personal car. That's kind of
Model T?
No, he's curious about the trend in TV shows where they do car customization. The local show. If you have any impressions on those, like Pimp My Ride.
Well, they wanted me to do Pimp My Ride at MTV, and I like the boys. They have a great guy, but I just don't like the word name pimp for cars.
I don't blame you. Mm-hmm.
So I just didn't want to do it. I said, if they think that pimping your car is changing your car, the young kids on the new school can do that. But us guys, we like the old school. We still like to do it where customizing is a preference. And but the reality TV shows like Chip Foose, the young kid on the block with overhaul, great job, good idea. Stole a car, find a car, got it customized. Of course, Boyd Covington, the American hot rod guy, regretfully we lost Boyd, and he did a lot of good work. But it was good to see how you chop and channel and cut fenders apart and weld things together. And my TV shows have got to be a little bit more entertaining. I like to cover the car guys, but I like to cover the entertainment world too, because you guys back here say, well, gee, what's happening with Brad Pitt? What's happening with Farrah Fawcett or any of the old ones or even the new ones? And so we'd like to let you know that they are very much into cars. And whether they're old or new, they always like the idea.
No, I believe it. And it's always great that we can hear about your association with the celebrities and their cars instead of yelling across a shop bench at, father and son sort of thing that, gets old fast.
Well, a lot of things start here in New York, like Chop It. He was a chopping of Mercury's here. He went down to Florida. Dick Teen, who was a real old-timer, he came out to me years and years ago, and he's done a lot of my cars. Regretfully, he's passed away now. But he left a good legacy. He left his son, and his son has taken over just like me. Well, my wife passed away, but my daughter, she runs the company. My son is here. He likes to travel with me sometime. And we find out that car culture is a family. We're all family. And one thing we have to look at. I was 13 years old when I started, and I was starting to customize.